So my second topic is grow hacking and recruitment. In Russian language is grow hacking в рекрутменте. Yeah? Okay. I wasn't sure if I remember. So basically, what is grow hacking? I'm always using this slide and this expression to describe it, but it sounds really awful. It's basically the marketing technique that you are using things that are accessible to everybody. It's like sometimes it's free methods, and I will be going to demonstrate a few things that I did on LinkedIn. And so you will understand a little bit more. But this is the picture from Grow Hacking Tribe, and it's basically describing, this is the best way how they describe the grow hacking. It's the combination of data, psychology, marketing, coding, technical marketing, all the stuff. And grow hacking for me, it's about the data. During the whole day, you saw how data are important. Josef mentioned the data. Thomas mentioned data. Everybody, I was also mentioning data. Data are really important for grow hacking because you can track how many candidates, how many viewers or potential candidates you will get in the pipeline, etc. Grow hacker is the person who is a professional who is focusing on grow hacking, but I don't believe only grow hackers could do that. Last year I had the masterclass in Moscow, and I was basically demonstrating few grow hacks, how you can hack your LinkedIn, Facebook post, and other posts to get more visibility. That's the statement that basically describing everything about the grow hacking and grow hackers. Grow hacker is focusing only one goal, and it's growth. If you are recruiters or sources, you are also focusing on having bigger pipeline. And grow hacking methods are methods that will help you to approach a bigger audience and people you don't have in your networks. There are a few examples of grow hacking. I'm find few from past, and I'm going to show you few that are just recent or relevant. So this is the first grow hack, or not first grow hack, but it was very successful grow hack. Hotmail, you're probably not using it at all, or probably I'm the only one who used it in past. Company Hotmail was basically using this grow hack. They will adding in the signature, PS, I love you, get your free email at Hotmail. And it helped them to, this grow hack basically helped them to grow from 12 millions in 18 months, so it was very successful. One grow hack that is well known is basically Gmail. When Gmail started, they trying to create the situation that only people with invites will get the access, and it works like it was a really good job because people feel that they are like super unique and they have really good opportunity to be among those who's got the access, and they also give others the codes, so you can invite 50 of your friends, and people were selling the invites on eBay and other sites like eBay. Dropbox, that's the very easy thing. You basically, if you connect your Dropbox with Facebook or Twitter or follow Dropbox on Twitter, you will get points or the megabytes for free. And it's also working because you will be sharing the information about that company, about that product for free. And those are the things that the companies like Dropbox are using, and it's also grow hacking tactics. And it doesn't require anything extra. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars because people will be doing the presentation for you or sharing the information for you. LinkedIn is using the grow hacks, and they also use lots of grow hacking tactics during the years. One grow hack they use was basically the one that you connect your email address or your inbox, and they scrape all the data and send the invitation to the people. But the grow hack they did is they start with public profiles on LinkedIn, and it helped them to get more people from Google and from other sites of search engines. So it was really good to grow hack. The grow hack that I really like is the Dollar Shave Club. It basically is a company. They send you new blades for, I believe, for $1, and they create one video. That video got 25 million views, and it was basically spreading like wildfire because people were sharing it because it was funny. It's still on the internet. I really recommend it to see it. And that guy is, I believe, the owner of the company, and he sold the company for lots of money. Powerfish tactics, that's the tactics that company, one Danish company use it. They were trying to get some free PR or investors, but everybody told them like, hey, you are too small. You are just one small startup with few people, nobody cares. So what they did, they bought many phone numbers across the world or Europe, and they put those phone numbers on their website. And from that moment, investors start reaching them. They got free PR because everybody believed that this is a huge company. They've got the offices in various locations, and they just invest and spend money for a few phone numbers. And this is also one of the examples of grow hack. The last grow hack that I saw on the internet that was quite good, and it was really clever, and was from Burger King. Casey, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce correctly, Neistat. He is an influencer on the internet. He had really amazing show on YouTube. He stopped doing that, go to Instagram. He's very popular also on Twitter. And recently, it was like probably a month ago, he posted this picture and asked basically public or his audience on Twitter and somewhere else why Burger King is liking his old post from 2010. And as you can see, that was the response from Burger King. They bringing back something called funnel cake fries, and they start liking his post from 2000, it was 2010, I believe, yep. Just because they got his attention. Just few clicks, they got the attention. He posted, he asked publicly why the Burger King is liking this. And as you can see, they got within 1 day 1,544,000 views on that video when he was asking why the hell Burger King is asking or liking my old tweets. And as you can see, that answer from Burger King also within few hours got like thousands likes from the community. So if I can back, then this is very easy way how to get the attention of candidates, for example. I use that trick. No, I'm not selling the funnel cake fries or anything, but I go and I check from time to time the old tweets from some candidates I'm trying to approach, because they already see my name. They will connect my name next day or within the week that I like their old tweets, and we already start discussion, why the hell you like my tweets from the past like 5 years ago? And it doesn't cost anything. I just spend like 2 minutes to find the tweet from like that is 5 years old, hit few likes, and that's it. It's basically bringing the attention. One example of growth hacking marketing is also you are creating the waiting list. People are so excited about some new products, and if you connect it with growth hacking in that way that if you share it and other people will apply through the link, you will get some extra point. You will get better place in the leaderboard. And that will result, you will get invitations sooner than others. This is a trick that was used by recently, I believe it was the Chrome plugin Prophet. They bring the new version, the version Prophet 2, and then use the similar growth hacking tactics. And it bring, my friend, he tried crazy stuff just to be the first person. So he shared the link everywhere. And that company, they didn't pay anything to him. They just offer him to be among the first people. I already mentioned that this slide in my previous presentation. So if you didn't attend. Basically, that's the banner from one company, and as I described, if there was no reason, there was no name, no reason, but only if you understand math, you basically you can solve it. Then that was the answer, and then basically you will get the interview on Google. So it's very easy way how to get the attention, and those things go viral because people are sharing it, and people really like challenges. So why start with growth hacking? I believe it's the cheapest way how you can get not only attention, but you can improve your messaging, grow your audience, and it costs like $0 or rubles. Then there is one reason that I also recommending growth hacking is because there was like saying there is a war for talent. There are not enough candidates on the market, etc. But I don't believe there is a war for talent. I believe that for many years there is a war for attention. Everybody is trying to get the attention of candidates because you are fighting against others on the market, against other companies, against other recruiters, sources, but you are trying to get the attention. When your candidates will see your profile and already knows your company, already knows your like some history of or marketing, they will reply a little bit more. I'm writing articles because I like to share, but I also writing articles because other people and not only recruiters, but also project managers, developers are reading my articles. And when I approach them, they already see my name because somebody liked it, and I already got their attention, and I've got a higher response than before just because of that. So what are the best triggers? There are so many ways how you can trigger and use the growth hacks and trigger the possible candidates or viewers to do some action. The best thing are the emotion. Emotions are the best triggers for any activity or any engagement you can do on the internet. Today I wrote 4 articles about emotion on SourceCon. The first article is out today on SourceCon, so check and there are I include lots of studies about the emotion and why they are influencing us. Emotions are, if you include emotion into any of your posts, you will get higher response rate and higher activity engagement. As I mentioned before, I'm cooperating with Sourcing Hiring and Julia, especially here. And she wrote a post on LinkedIn. She posted within a few hours. It got like 700, 800 views. So that was it. And she was kind of sad because she was trying to get it. You know, she spent some time to create the video and trying to get to be in front of bigger audience. So she contacted me and asked me for a few tricks. So I rewrite the whole thing. I put the emotion into that. We posted, and the result was 100,000 views within a few hours. And this is how powerful growth hacking is. If you know how to use the right words, how to implement the emotion into post, you will get, well, not probably 100,000, that could be also pure luck, but you will get a really huge visibility on the internet. This is the pic. I spent a few hours to find those pictures on Instagram, and basically, in the US, there is a company called Target. Their employees are wearing basically red shirts. So if you go to Target wearing red shirt, there is a high possibility that somebody is going to ask you for help. I found those pictures, and I basically add one sentence or one question. What is the quickest way to find a job? Maybe this one. Within few days or weeks, it goes basically to 58 because it's funny. You know, people like it, and I'm not saying just post some pictures of your cat or dogs because I know people are doing that, so please don't. But if you're going to create something like that, it will bring you the attention. Every post I made and it's like connected with some fun. It brings me candidates, new connections. I'm having discussion with very interesting people, and because the visibility I'm getting from those things. That's the video, and I was trying to find the video that will create some emotion for the viewers. And I was trying to find the video because this is one test that I did, because grow hacking is about testing. So I'm testing lots of crazy stuff. Sometimes I fail really miserably, and sometimes I delete the post because it's sometimes really stupid. But this is the video that I found on the internet, and I uploaded it directly on LinkedIn. It's the way how basically in the video, people who are colorblind will get new glasses, and they see colors. Some people mention that it's fake, I don't know, but it's basically almost 150,000 people saw it, and LinkedIn is tracking only the viewers who check the video longer than for 3 seconds. So it's kind of a huge number. Also 2,432 likes. So again, emotion. I tested one thing. I basically described that I'm done with recruitment, and or not sourcing, but recruiting. And also, I split it into 2 parts because the text was long, and I was curious what's going to happen if I'm going to have 2 parts of the story. And people start reading the first part. It's already creating some emotion. The first part is all about the emotion. The second part probably nobody read it at all, but 77,000 people read it. I hide the name not because the GDPR, because that guy is spamming and using the grow hacking tactics to get the attention, and I don't think that he is. I believe he's lying and making up all those stories, especially because it's working. And as you can see, he's mentioning some story that should be real, but who knows? But because of his network, he's got like 1 million followers. Because of all those tactics, he got like almost 270,000 likes for that. There are other triggers that you can use, create sense of urgency and fear. It's called Fomo. That's one of the triggers that is working very good. It's like, just download it, I will be removing tomorrow. People will be forced to do it right now because they believe that you're going to remove it tomorrow. Or if it's just some kind of, you have 1 week to download it, then it will be gone. And if you are using it for presenting some things like books, PDFs, or other files, that's something that is really working and working well. Some companies are using it to showing it when they are selling tickets. You visit the site, buy the ticket, you're thinking how to pay it, and there is a small counter saying you've got 30 minutes to pay for it. If you aren't going to pay for it, it's going to be gone. And that's how they are influencing us, and that's well, basically these methods or triggers are forcing us to do some things. Social proof, it's also one thing that is working quite well, because if some person you know and he's well known to you is going to recommend some product or plugin or, I don't know, article, there is a high chance that you will check that plugin, download the plugin, try it, because the social proof is telling you that this is the person you admire, and this is the person that you believe has got the right knowledge, and the social proof is working that way. Involve the use of reciprocity. It's something that is working in pods. I will be talking about pods or how LinkedIn pods are working briefly, but if you do something for somebody, they feel that they need to repay that debt, and this is also one thing that you can use. And employ the use of curiosity. Curiosity, it's working. People are curious creature, and we are always trying to learn more, find out more, and this is one of the triggers that also you can use. This is one thing that I use. It's not a presentation of my book. I'm just trying to describe what I use. I'm using growth hacking tricks for everything I do. I'm trying, testing. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes it's going to be success. And I was thinking how to present the second book. That's the yellow one, and I decided to give it for free. To everybody who's got the first book, they can go on the site, download it for free, no question asked. I gave it to a few of my friends before I start with the site and tell them, this is the book, read it. After a week, I reached them like, hey, did you ever check? The answer was no. I didn't have the time. So I reached the second group of people. I did this trick. You can download it, but you need to share it. You need to do something to get it for free. And the same question after a week. Did you read it? Yes. I read it, I downloaded it, it was good. Why? Because they invested something, like their time, their effort, and those are the things that are working, because it's not free. Well, it's free. You can go there, download it. You can even go click on Twitter, hit the X button, close it, download it for free. I'm not going to track it. Well, I'm tracking it, but I'm not going to find you. But people like free things, but they don't value free things. And that's really important to understand. If you are giving something for free, that's great. But if people need to do something small like this, like hit the share button, it will not cost you anything. But it helps me to promote my book and the work and the site further. So this is one social sharing hack. It's quite good, it's working, and you can use something similar to for meetups, or if you have some event. You can go to meetups, it's free, but you need to share it. They will share it, they will attend the meetup, and you will also raise or grow your audience quite well. These sharing things are working. I already mentioned fear of missing out, FOMO. Ticketmaster is one of the first companies that was selling tickets, and they will basically using those tricks, like the counters or the clock, just to create the pressure on people. There is a small, I know that Facebook is popular maybe more than LinkedIn, so I also include Facebook and a few Facebook tricks. But the growth hacking tricks that you are going to use on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter are working everywhere in the same. It depends also on the audience. When you start something, it should be, every post, as I mentioned, it should start or begins with something that is creating like pain point or change announcement, not we are hiring. Because if everybody is posting we are hiring and the name of the role and it's not working and people are still doing that, and it's never going to work. So people are using things like the first one here, a recruiter wrote a post. You will immediately get the attention, because what candidates don't like on the LinkedIn? Us, recruiters. Why? Because we are spamming them. But it will get their attention. Simplify words. Every single time I see posts that is long or short, people are using the company jargon or words that don't even make sense in a sentence, but it's really important to simplify, because people don't want to waste the time on reading long posts. They are complex. There are things that you should avoid. Sorry, Julia, amazing hiring is not there. It's like, no. All those things are creating a different feeling for you, for me, for others. So if I'm going to describe something that is great, you have probably different expectation what great means. So you are reading probably, we have a great team, excellent teamwork, wonderful offices, but wonderful office for somebody is completely different from somebody else. So these are the common adjectives that you should also remove from job postings, and not only job postings, but from from everywhere. You should also try to avoid non-definite words and phrases, and I will describe it on this example. I think this method is working and this method is working. The difference is that you are confident in the second example. And I got a few LinkedIn messages from recruiters when they start, hey Jan, I think you are the right person for the job. So I always reply, you think? And usually there is no answer or response. I don't want to be mean, but if they think or they know, there is a difference. And it's also working with those words. I think, I decided, I thought, sometimes if you are going to send some message to candidate, you need to be sure. And the confident part is really important here. Tie everything you do with the call of action. So in this case, there should be some question at the end. As Pierre mentioned, we are quite simple men, so we can answer 2 questions in one post, and it's true. If you have more than 2, 3, 4 questions in the post, people will be stuck with the first question. So it's good to describe something and put it there. And it's basically generating views. I call it Seymour trick. Probably nobody else is using it, so it's just made up word. It's, as you can see, I'm a liar and a cheat, etc. He's describing, but you would like to know more. That's the grow hack that is connected with the curiosity. You will hit the see more, and you will basically see the whole the whole posting. It will get your attention. It's completely about something else, but this is also one trick that you can use not only on LinkedIn, but also on Facebook or everywhere, because there is always some limitation of characters that will be visible, and the rest is invisible. And this is the small demonstration. I basically, it's a joke, and you need to hit see more to see the whole post, because if you're not going to do that, you will not find out how this is going to end. And this is the grow hacking trick that is basically working quite well. You can also start discussions. Basically, people try to or love discuss. This is one discussion that one of my friends posted, and it's working. It's bringing the attention, and every single person who put the comment or like, you're basically using their network for free. Yeah, LinkedIn and Facebook bots. Recently, lots of people start using application. They are giving likes or creating some kind of group of people. They are giving likes under your post. Could be Facebook, could be LinkedIn, could be whatever place. It's working for one simple reason, because if you have somebody who's got, I don't want to say better rating from LinkedIn, but if you have bigger influence, and the algorithms on LinkedIn believes that you have some power, your like will boost really massively every post out there. So if you have few influencers or few people in the group, you can create the Facebook group or chat, share the link, people will be clicking likes, and that's the part that you can also use. You can boost your post basically for free. You can do this crazy stuff. I was trying to get attention of UX designers, and it's really terrible because the font is crazy. But you can use bold, invert, or various text on LinkedIn through that site below. So there is a link, so feel free to play with it and have a fun. When you're creating some post, it's really also important to be engaged to the answers. So if somebody comment, answer as soon as possible. You will create the engagement. You can always ask the person in the comment like, hey, what do you think, etc. And it will create more and more engagement. And the LinkedIn algorithms will track it or mark it as something that is popular, and it will give you more visibility. Consistency, that's something that is really important. It's really important to post regularly, because if you post something once per month, it's not going to work. So try to create the habit with the consistency. That's your audience on LinkedIn. I don't know the Facebook, but probably it could be the same. This is your audience that you are targeting. So it's also important to understand what is your audience on which platform, because you will need to create the messages that will going to impact those people. I know I've got a few minutes, so I will be brief. I'm using articles as one way how I'm getting possible candidates, people I would like to meet in the future, and I'm using it for SEO. I'm creating articles for SEO, so the articles there are for years, but still they're bringing me possible candidates, or they're bringing me people they are interested about something. And even article that was 2 years old brought me some deal recently, just because somebody read it. So articles are also good ways to grow hack. And there are also differences how the topic is also going to have a bigger impact on people. So if you choose the recruitment is not a 9-to-5 jobs, it's going to have an impact because people can connect it more with than perfect candidates doesn't exist. You don't need to create something you can share. People are sharing it in that way that basically use their own comment, and they also get the attention. There's one article or one post that I found out. He basically just mentioned a great article, get the attention of crowd, and then, okay, so you are reading, we are hiring. So you don't need to create the articles. You can just use the work of others. That's okay. Get inspiration from others. Gary Vee is the person who is basically creating lots of things like that. I admire that guy in that way that he knows how to, market this stuff. I don't, but we have some differences. I don't believe that he should. He said no. Well, it's for other presentation. So I create this joke, and I translate it through Google Translator for you. I'm not sure if it's okay, and if I mess it up, then I'm sorry. But let's blame Google Translator. I posted somewhere else, but I changed there was a my CEO. But when I posted with my CEO things, you are not connected with it, with that joke, for one simple reason, because you don't care about your CEO. You care about your manager. So the right wording is something that is very connected with the grow hacking. I use my manager, and basically 312,000 people saw it. I got, during first week, I got like 80 or 100 invites on LinkedIn from people, just because it's a joke. But again, it's emotion, there is a fun in it, right words, and it's working. If you posted some articles, there is a very small hack that I recommend. It's basically, you can put the text in the picture. It could be completely different than the title, because some people are going to be attracted by that title. Some people are going to be more attracted by the picture. And I'm using the numbers sometimes in that because numbers are working. The numbers are like working in every language. And if you see 9 reasons, that's why the magazine like Vogue and others, 9 ways how to find the perfect guy. Everybody wants to read it, right? Because 9 ways. Which ways? It's working, and the reason why lots of companies are using 9, 10, or any other numbers, because it's working and it will give you lots of views and visibles. Grow hacking is about experiments, so don't be afraid to do some stuff that is not going to work, because this is the only way how you can find out if those things are going to work for you in the future or not. It costs few dollars. Everything that you do on the on the internet or LinkedIn, Facebook, it's almost free. You only invest your time. You can get some picture from graphic designer or whatever, but it's working. It's low risk and high reward. Every single time that I'm trying to post something, I spend more time to think of what I'm going to post. But fun part is the thing that it's just strike of luck, and I just post it, got more attention or more views, just because it's unique, it's original. I'm not using the content from somebody else. Facebook, that's really important. Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm feeling under pressure right now. So it's really important to understand that your Facebook group is about your audience. It's not about your business, your company. And it's very hard to understand it for companies because every owner believes, I'm going to post something on Facebook and everybody is going to like it and we are going to sell. No, it's about the community and it's about the audience you've got. It's a great place how you can build a community that is going to work. But if you are going to present only your products and how cool you are, it's not going to work. People will not going to respond. So it's really important to treat Facebook as a community. And you are building the community. You are not presenting, or you are not using Facebook as a channel just to present updates about your company. There are 3 things that I believe are important on Facebook. Again, focus on the community, what they like, because that's really important. I have one friend, he's got a site for his company, and he's basically asking every single post, he's like, can you like it? Can you share it? Please do it. Nobody's doing that. But why? Because people don't care. There are no emotion, nothing, and people are not going to do something just because you ask them. As I mentioned before, and I will be mentioning in the future, emotions are working. If you create something that is funny, that has a bigger viral element than anything else. There are 3 small tips. If you are adding URL, don't add it. Just post it, wait a few minutes, add the URL at the end, because it will give you the higher boost, because the URLs are leading people outside the Facebook, LinkedIn, or others. So it's basically giving you, the algorithms is giving you like minus points for that. If you are uploading something or sharing, you can download it from YouTube and upload it directly on the site, because people are not going to be transferred somewhere else, and you will get higher engagement. I tested many times on various platforms, and it's working. Messenger, it's way that it's working. If you have some messenger or bot, you can use it. You will get higher response rate than on anything else, because people are curious. Oh, somebody's writing me, my friend, and you're probably using Facebook or Messenger or Twitter, or not Twitter, the Telegram. And every single time when you got the message, what you're going to do? You will check, because what if somebody you know is going to send you a message? So it's working. So I've got a few more slides. So this guy spent many years, almost 15 years, to figure out what makes or what content is basically going to be viral. He created very interesting thing that I'm not going to describe right now, but you can download in the presentation. It's basically a 6-step how to create viral post or viral content. There is everything about like the triggers, emotion, the practical value, and stories. And stories, as in a way, like in storytelling, it's working. If you have story that you would like to share, it's also a really great way how you can get the audience engagement. And so short benefits of growth hacking. You will see the result immediately. In LinkedIn, you can see it very easily. It's cheap. You can do it without your approval, because when you need some tool, you always need to ask your manager, can I get it? You can learn it, you can do it. You don't need any permission. It's really easy way. And yeah, it's cheap. And 3 more things. You need to be creative. Don't copy, because if you start copying some other content, it's not going to work. I tried and I failed, so don't do that. People are using technology to save time, but you need, if you are planning to use some technology, use it to be more human, to be more connected. 1 minute, okay, I've got 2 more slides, I'm done. It's really important. As I mentioned on the beginning, all the speakers are mentioning data. If you can track it, if you don't have data, don't do it. You will be wasting your time because you will never going to find out if it's going to work or not. This is the Grow Hacking Recruiters group on Facebook. It's Facebook, not LinkedIn. That me and my friend Tris created on Facebook. It's about grow hacking. It's free. You can join it. You can be part of the group. And it's something that we are doing and we are passionate about. That's me. I can skip it. And that's the time for a question, but I know that I'm run out of the time, so I will be here. You can stop by. If you bring beer, then that will be your grow hack, or wine. I'm not picky. That will be your grow hack, and you will get my attention, absolutely. So thank you for your attention. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is the end of the first day.